Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Very happy to be able to bring you this review on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Thanos from Avengers Infinity War. This is not my figure, this belongs to the Figure Pit store, which me and Nick run, and I brought him back here to Night Vision HQ for a little review and a true light review outdoors yesterday in the garden in the sunlight, and he looks so real. I can't wait to show you that video after this review goes up. But he is for sale. We just got this one in stock, so if you want him, you can get him from the website. It's www.thefigurepit.com, and check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I got my hands on him for a couple of days, and I've just been taking pictures like crazy, and the results are just incredible. I mean, I saw that when the blogger pictures came out, they were fantastic. It really looked like the real thing. As far as the source material goes, Avengers Infinity War is one of my favorite Marvel movies, maybe my favorite. I always said Iron Man 1 because it's very special and it's endlessly watchable, but Infinity War is just, it's kind of perfect to me anyway. I don't know, it seemed pretty unanimous across the globe when the film came out. Everyone loved it, unless I've missed a bunch of YouTube videos about people who don't like it. But you know, for me, it was a 10 out of 10, and Thanos was a very interesting character, and when he went on one of his speeches about why he was doing what he was doing, he just explained it so well. I mean, you didn't agree with it, and you didn't want him to do it, but you could understand why he was doing it, and he was just so singular in his purpose, and just, he won, you know? I mean, that doesn't happen very often in these kind of movies, but that was, it was just an amazing movie. Endgame is fantastic as well, but it's so different, as we all know, so I just think I prefer Infinity War a little bit more. But anyway, folks, I'm going to review them now for you, and I can't wait to get stuck in, do some poses. They give you some really cool accessories that we'll check out in a sec. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's go. Now, accessory wise, he has an interchangeable card that goes down, which is really nice kind of surface on that, very rough and scratchy. I like that. You can interchange these. I'd just stick with this one personally. That is perfect, really. But that is obviously from one of the planets. I'm sorry I can't remember the name of the planet, folks, but he has a huge fight, obviously, with Iron Man and Doctor Strange and all those guys. Here is the second head sculpt, which we'll get a close-up look at that. And an extra 2 hands, and the arm that's in the kind of bent position at the elbow, so you don't have to worry about any you know, trouble doing that with the figure. And that was a really nice touch that they included in this arm. And you get batteries that you can put into the gauntlets, which I've already done. One of them had batteries in there already. I just put batteries in this one now, and it's a really nice effect. Nice box too. Well, I say nice box. The artwork is fantastic. I love the cover here. Perfect. But the quality of the cardboard underneath this is pretty cheap feeling, you know, for such a big figure and, you know, such a big release from the company. I would have liked to have seen a better quality cardboard with the actual packaging. But the artwork is absolutely scrumptious. Now let's take a look at the piece from head to toe and see if anything jumps out at us, like unsightly joints, stuff of that nature. He's actually pretty damn seamless looking from the front view, other than that one big obvious, you know, separation between the hand and the arm there. And because it's the only one that's visible, it makes it even more obvious, if you know what I mean. And it's a situation where if it was my piece, if I was keeping this, then I would be fashioning some kind of leather strap around here just to cover up that joint, because other than that, he is so seamless looking and so real looking. I took a photograph in the back garden and I posted it on Instagram, and someone said, you know, that he looked life-size. It's just because the perspective when I zoomed in and shooting it from a low angle and having the natural kind of foliage behind him, and then adding some kind of mist effects around his kind of feet and stuff as he was walking, he looked very real. I mean, you'll see that in the True Light review coming up and on Instagram. So boots, nicely done. I like the separation here so that we get lots of movement, which you can do. And you want to go over the posability. So that's as much of a bend as I'm getting there. And legs come apart about yay much. Go in, lift that up. There you go. So you could have him putting his foot on a rock. Yep. Half everybody gonna die. So yeah, really good articulation and very easy to change over the arm as well. Just stuck it on in there and we're done. That's it. Ready to begin epic posing. Grab a bit of footage with the lights on. These batteries have been in there a while, so I'm going to take them out. They are not as well lit as the ones I've just put the batteries in recently. I mean, look how much brighter this is. That's because I've just put these batteries in before I started filming. So I'm going to take them all out once I'm done filming, because you don't want to be leaving batteries in there. Put them all back in the box. Well, look how bright this one is. Get that brightness turned down. There you go. That looks really nice. Now, just coming back to any unsightly joints or anything like that, not so much. Like I was saying with this guy, is really well done. You got enough movement in the arm here where if you do get a gap there, you can get rid of it by just pushing it up. And this, even though we've got a transition here between the head and the neck to allow for all that movement, it's nicely done. I mean, at least it's kind of pretty much smooth. You're obviously going to get some kind of transition there, but it doesn't bother me at all. I would much rather have the movement. But I mean, right as he turned there, that looks so real. You'll do that a lot when if you own it. You'll keep thinking, Jesus, it looks really real. Man, what a great looking piece. I just wanted to show you the pose using no stand or base. So he balances really well. He's not top heavy, so you don't have to worry about him falling over all the time. He's pretty well balanced and able to stand up very well. However, I would use the stand at all times, just to be careful with your collectible. You don't want him falling and damaging that beautiful paint job on the face. But it's just an amazing looking piece. As I move around it here, it just looks so real, especially from this angle here, because we're not seeing any joints. Totally smooth. Look at that. Incredible. Now I just want to get in close and take a look at the details on the amazing head sculpts. Now this one here obviously showing a lot of teeth gnashed, aggressive head sculpt, done very, very well. And sometimes when it comes to teeth showing with Hot Toys figures, it doesn't turn out so good. The latest Ant-Man came with a head sculpt with a big smile that didn't really work in the final product. There have been less controversial ones, like maybe the Dancer Harley Quinn, which when you get up close they look like dentures. They're just too perfect. There's not really a sense of separation between each individual tooth. Not gaps, but like a sense that you're looking at a row of teeth rather than just a row of one, like a gum shield, But I think they've done a good job here with Thanos' teeth. And if they had messed this up, it would have been terrible, because they're so prominent and it's such an important part of the look of this head sculpt. They had to get it right, so I think they did a good job. You can see enough of the gum showing, and there is a sense of separation between each tooth, each individual tooth. Just get in here from the side profile and check out some more of these details. I mean, I can't stress it, folks. They say the camera doesn't do it justice. I mean, not really. I mean, you do have to see some pieces in person, and I would definitely suggest checking out Thanos in person. Again, the teeth, man, good job. Eyes, great job. As much as he's squinting here, he hasn't got the biggest eyes anyway, so he's doing a fair bit of squintage right now, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Love the head sculpts. I think they're 10 out of 10s for sure. Look at that. Come on now. Now we'll take a look at this other head sculpt, which is much more kind of neutral, relaxed, but there is a lot of life in this face. I mean, when you get him kind of looking up like this and you shoot from a low angle, he just looks like he's deep in thought. So they really captured something in his eyes, and they are very kind of lifelike in the kind of shine that his eyes have. As soon as the light touches his eyes, he just gets that sparkle and he looks alive. Just get even closer for you. I mean, that's ridiculous detail, folks. I'm pretty sure these are all hand painted, aren't they? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're still hand painting these. But the level of detail there, at first glance you wouldn't think that Thanos has much detail going on with him. There's characters out there that have way more going on their head sculpts, but this is actually quite, oh Jesus, just the that is ridiculous. You're getting that in the eyes there. Just, I can't remember what moment in the movie it is. There's probably a bunch of moments, but right there, that look, deep in thought and just serious and about to drop one of his speeches about why he's doing and why it should happen, and just, oh man, just conjures it all up in your head when you look at him. They've certainly nailed it. It's just excellent. And this is with really harsh lights right in his face. The one there one there, and then the lights around him in the room anyway, but it's just next level. Incredible work. Absolutely nailed it. You also get this big cardboard backdrop, but I'm not too keen on it. The image is very blurry, and it's not a very good choice for a background. I mean, you know, that's debatable, but the overall design of it doesn't really work for me personally with the figure, so I won't be using it, but you know, it's nice that they included it. I've got some side profile action. Check out that insane level of detail on his skin. Just his skin alone is very impressive to behold, let alone all these cool scars. I mean, are those scars? That's got to be from previous battles, right? It must have been one hell of a fight, because I mean, Iron Man really gave him everything he had, and with the nano suit and all the cool extra things he was able to do with that suit when he was fighting Thanos. But all he managed to do was just get one little drop of blood, like he mentions in that scene. Man, that looks real. Sorry if I keep saying that, folks, but it does. It's just a beautiful piece. Oh man, just both the head sculpts are 10 out of 10s. Absolutely. Like he's in the room. Especially if I shoot it from underneath like this, it's like he's standing here. Come on, man. Look at that. Now with this particular gauntlet here, you can actually move the fingers a little bit. Not so much here, it seems. There is a bit of movement, as you can see. But as I was throwing up the horns here, I noticed I wasn't quite able to get these to move down as much as maybe you can, but I don't want to push it. It's not my figure. So I just bent those bits instead. They move really nicely. They're not loose or anything. They feel good and sturdy. So you can throw up the horns, or you could have him pointing, or just giving a thumbs up. You can do stuff like that. That's really cool. A posable hand. Very well done. And what's really cool is you can actually interchange this part, the actual hand part of the gauntlet, and you can change that and put it on to this one with the bent arm, so that you could have him maybe pointing up, or throwing up the horns again, you know, because that's always fun. But yeah, you can actually interchange the hand section, which I'm not going to do, because I don't want to go pulling on this thing. That's what she said. But yeah, do you want to just go ahead and have a look at this, and then you can pause it, have a read, pause it, have a read. Oh, there's the top bit as well, but that hasn't got anything too significant. Let's have a look here. Pause it, have a read, over here as well. That's about your range of movement. And the legs, interchanging your artwork on his stand or base. Don't go bending his elbows too much. This is what it says. Return the arm to natural position to avoid material damage after a prolonged period. Basically, I wouldn't mess with that, man. I'd just rock the arm with the bent elbow, and that would be me. The outfit is non-detachable. Don't try to take it off, otherwise it may get damaged. And do not excessively bend the arms or legs, or bend them outward, otherwise the figure will be damaged. Do not place the figure in areas with high temperature and humidity, otherwise it will be damaged. You can change the batteries and turn the gauntlet on and off by basically just lifting up this section here. You kind of lift it up like that, and then you've got a little screw there that you can unscrew and put in your batteries, and an on and off switch. And then this will just, if I can just get that to, there we go. Yep, simple. That's on there, and he's all complete again. Let's do some height comparisons with other Hot Toys figures. Alright, so starting off with something a bit odd, we've got a 1/6 scale figure here with Thanos, and then a 1/4 scale figure by Hot Toys, which is the Dark Knight Joker. But there's not much in it. Just to give you a sense between the 1/4 scale Hot Toys figure and the 1/6 Thanos, that's where he's coming up to on a 1/4 scale Heath Ledger by the same company. But now we'll go do some height comparisons with other 1/6 scale figures. Alright, so here is Thanos next to the Batman Returns Batman, Michael Keaton that is, and he's coming back in the Flash movie apparently, so that's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be the Ben Affleck Batman and the Michael Keaton Batman sharing the screen together at some point in that film. Now, if they could get Bale back, man, that would be cool. Probably not going to happen. But here is these two figures side by side. That looks really nice, man. Totally different worlds, different, properties, DC, Marvel. But I think they look really cool together. But anyway, that looks about right. Tell you what. Here he is next to Hot Toys Deadpool from Deadpool 1. And again, that seems just about right, height-wise, compared to each other. Now next to the Hot Toys Dawn of Justice Armored Batman. Seems about right. And next to the Hot Toys comic concept version of Wonder Woman. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be the review, folks. I don't want to push him too much further because he's not my figure. He is for sale on our website. So I just wanted to get my hands on him, put him in a couple of simple poses and just let you see this piece, man. It's something to behold. You got to see it in person, but definitely stick around for the True Light review because I really just think that shows, without any talking from me, just music playing over the top of the footage in the back garden with the natural light and the foliage around him. He just looks so real. So definitely stick around for the True Light review coming up on the channel soon. If you want to buy the figure, like I said, he's for sale on our website, www.thefigurepit.com. Check us out anyway, we might have something else that you want. And yeah, drop a like on this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comments below, always good to hear from you. I'll bring you more reviews real soon. Really enjoyed shooting this one, folks. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe in these crazy times. Alright, take it easy, see you soon. Bye-bye.